The COVID-19, otherwise known as the coronavirus crisis, deepens. PGA golf tournaments, NCAA Final Four, even Disney World and Disneyland are being shut down. This is becoming more than a worldwide pandemic. It's becoming a crisis. The stock market is collapsing. With each new piece of news that comes out about shutdowns, people are in a panic. One has to wonder, what, if anything, can we do about it? I call on you, the American people, and I have a column coming out at WND.com tonight. It'll be at freedomwatchusa.org. It'll be on Facebook. It'll be spread throughout, not like the coronavirus, but like a means of our defense. That Freedom Watch, your private Justice Department, has not only filed Freedom of Information Act requests to discern when our intelligence agencies knew of the coronavirus, because it likely emanated from a bioweapons facility in Wuhan, China. That's where it began. Why was this withheld from the president? Was it having failed this deep state to take the president out with the Russian witch hunt, the Iranian witch hunt, with the failed impeachment attempt? Do they now want to drive him into a crisis by destroying the economy and remove him that way? They believe that he's soft on Putin, soft on the Soviets. Also, there are deep state actors that are left there, of John Brennan, former CIA director, James Clapper, director of national intelligence, Obama people that want to remove this president. But that notwithstanding, why is the government of China now not being held to account? Are we worried about triggering a war? It's a question of damage. The American people are being severely damaged, not just in terms of their health, but in terms of their businesses, their profession, and every aspect of life. The extreme emotional distress that's being wreaked upon the American people is also actionable as damage. Now, the Chinese do not have immunity. When I say Chinese, the Chinese are a good people. I'm talking about the government of China, the ChiComs, the communist Chinese. They need to be able to pay up. Just like Iraq should have paid up when we liberated them from Saddam Hussein with their oil reserves. The American taxpayer doesn't need to pay. There is right now a bill pending in the House of Representatives, will probably be confirmed by the U.S. Senate, that the president will be asked to sign, where American taxpayers are going to have to bail out our economy as the stock market crashes in the terms of billions, if not trillions of dollars. We already have a deficit over $20 trillion, well over $20 trillion. Country's going bankrupt. This will bankrupt it. The government of China, which has trillions of dollars of assets in American banks, should have to pay. So what I'm proposing is, and I want you to contact me if your health has been affected, if you've been exposed or you contracted coronavirus, or if your business is now being hurt, contact me and we will consider including you in a class action lawsuit against China. We will file that in the United States in an American court. China does not have immunity. A bioweapons outbreak is outlawed by the Geneva Convention and other international conventions. It's the equivalent of terrorism. There can be no immunity for allowing this to escape from a bioweapons facility in Wuhan, China, where it's been widely reported is the only Chinese laboratory for bioweapons facilities. So I call on you, the American people, to rise up. Do not wait for our so-called Justice Department, my once proud alma mater, to do anything. In fact, once this lawsuit is brought, they'll probably intervene and defend the Chinese. That's the way it works. And the president, he's out there on a limb right now. His presidency is hanging by the balance. As it stands right now, the person in charge is likely to be blamed for whatever happens. It probably is not his fault. In fact, it is not his fault. The intelligence agencies withheld this information from him. Where is that mass surveillance capability? It's been trained on the American people. I got 2 preliminary injunctions declaring it unconstitutional during the Obama administration. It was unconstitutional during the administration of George W. Bush when he did it. But why wasn't it used properly with regard to China? And it probably was. But the information probably got to the president late, causing this outbreak in the United States, which is now spreading like wildfire. So I want you to contact me at leclayman@gmail.com, Larry Elliott Clayman, Klayman @gmail.com, if you've been damaged If you've contracted it, if you've been exposed to it, I'm talking about the coronavirus, or if your business is now being hurt by it, or your job, or whatever, and we will consider including you in this class action lawsuit, we the people must rise up. We the people cannot take this sitting down. We the people cannot allow our country to be destroyed, notwithstanding the rest of the world. This is a crisis. We have to take care of ourselves, and we cannot depend on our so-called government to do it. If the government is opening its mouth, this is what they say about lawyers. It's lying. Our government does not tell us the truth. It hasn't told us the truth during the modern era since the Vietnam War. This is the kind of situation we live in today, and we, the people, must rise up and protect ourselves, both physically and emotionally. So contact me at leclayman@gmail.com. Go to our website. This is going to be very, very expensive, at freedomwatchusa.org. Contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions. freedomwatchusa.org. Do something to help yourself, help your loved ones, help your family. This is not pie in the sky. This is something that we need to do ourselves. We need to hold the communist Chinese accountable. Not the Chinese people, they're good people, particularly Chinese Americans that have come here, escaping the oppression of the ChiComs in Asia. But we have to do it for ourselves. I can't say that enough. So turn off the cable news. Get up off the couch, as I say. Put down the popcorn. Put down the Diet Coke. Put down the beer. And join Freedom Watch's Justice League. Join our citizens' army, peacefully and legally. Do something for yourselves. Go to freedomwatchusa.org and contribute, because this is going to be expensive. And I want you also to share this podcast. You can find it at freedomwatchusa.org, at iTunes, at Spotify, at Amazon Fire, at Roku, at Facebook, on Twitter. Share it far and wide, because the social media will not do it for us. It limits our exposure. You need to do it yourself. Send it to your friends. Send it to your family. We need to rise up. And that's my message today. So go to freedomwatchusa.org, join our Justice League, contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions, and become a member of our class action lawsuit if you have a claim. God bless you. God bless your family. God keep you and your family safe, as well as mine. And God bless America, and God save America. We must do it for ourselves. Remember, God helps those that help themselves. Until our next edition of our special podcast, thank you for listening to me.
Hey, Kev, the client needs that document ASAP.
I'm trying, but the internet is so slow. And now it isn't working at all.
Is your internet provider holding your business back? Switch to one who keeps you moving forward. At Cox Business, we know how crucial connectivity is to your business. That's why we give you the peace of mind of around-the-clock network monitoring and 24/7 support. So if your provider isn't setting your business up for success, make the switch to Cox Business today. Get 50 megs of internet for only $95 per month with a 3-year agreement. Ends 4/30/20. Restrictions apply. Visit coxbusiness.com for details. Cox